This is one hot mouse. He's Pop Flamer, spewing flames on the pursuing monsters, popping balloons to replenish the fuel, especially the laughing balloons, since they give him the power to shoot further. Drinking the power drink, he changes to Super Mouse, swallowing all monsters in pursuit. Little frogs don't hurt, but they are a nuisance to be dealt with, and the electroshock thrown out by the dragon is definitely to be avoided. Pop Flamer is one hot game.
We'll get ready to play. Well, blow me down, mates. It's me, Popeye, catching hearts, musical notes, and words of love tossed to me by my sweet olive oil, performing me duty by punching out a few obstacles thrown in me way, and giving Bluto a licking after I've had me spinach. Fighting off the sea hag with me friends Sweet Pea and Whippy, putting in an appearance too. What a way to spend me day, cause I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
Skitty up, skitty up, yeah.
Okay, Tommy and Karen, put on your jerseys and your tennies. You're about to engage in all-out war on the soccer field in pro soccer. And you have a big job ahead of you because you have to be all 11 players, passing from one to the other, keeping the ball away from the other team, which is controlled by the game computer. Get ready for high energy, going for the goals on pro soccer. Hubert is a nosy fellow that hops around changing colors, scoring points as he goes from cube to cube. And he's pursued by Coily, Ugg, and Wrong Way. Lure Coily over the side for points by jumping to safety on the disc. All the green objects are safe to hit and they add points. But be careful, Hubert could fall off as he tries to change all the cubes to one color. Hubert, he's a bit nosy, but a likable fellow. This is the Kix, spelled Q-I-X, a spinning helix that can zap you right out of this game. Avoid it and box it in, giving it less and less room to roam. But don't stop after you've started to draw, because the fuse will burn out on you. And watch out for the sparks. Don't let them force you into the Kix. And most of all, keep your head or you'll fall into the spiral death trap. Eric, you're going to get a kick out of this game. It's a game of rescue, and you're the hero piloting your chopper in to pick up the parachutists swimming for their lives in the shark-infested waters. Airlift them to the safety of the island, defending yourself from the enemy choppers, ships, and submarines. Score a shark for points, because you're the hero in rescue. The year is 2084. Man has created super robots, and you are the only thing that stands between them and the last family on Earth. Save your fellow Earthlings from the hordes of Robotrons by putting yourself in front of them, making points as you do so. Fire on the Robotrons for more points. As you fight to save all humanity, avoid the glowing electrodes hurled in your path. You are the last hope of the world. Only you can save Mommy, Daddy, and Mikey. The future is in your hands when you play Robotron.
There's a lot of responsibility for one man.
You've chosen to put yourself in a precarious cliff-hanging situation, and believe it or not, the most you can hope to accomplish is to reach the bird at the top, and it's not going to be easy, but I know you'll try. It's like this. Now, pay attention. Stop, shoot the rope, climb the rope, pick up the golden egg for flash power, flash the monsters to stop them, pick up the feather, avoid the falling rocks, and don't move if a monster is shaking your rope. Do all this, and the bird of fortune is yours in Rock and Rope. I am Sinistar. You don't want to get too close to this guy. Mine the crystals by firing on the planetoids, then scoop them up. Because these crystals make Cinnabombs, and lots of Cinnabombs are the only thing that can save you when Sinistar comes for you. And this far-out thing will come for you, so be ready to fight or run from Sinistar. and it's cold down here too, Jeff. Let me climb out. Oh, wealth beyond a man's dreams. That's what the treasure map promised that led you, Outback Jack, to these dark, dank ruins. But the snakes and the other creatures are everywhere, and you must use your whip to fight off each successive venomous tide to reach the fabled golden amulet of Avalon. Work quickly for extra bonus points, and watch out for the deadly giant scorpion. As Outback Jack says, if snake meat was precious, I'd be a rich man now. There's practically no escape from the snake pit. Pilot your ship through space, scoring points by firing on or going over the racks of Foozors in your path. Score extra points by destroying incoming UFOs and by catching the blue mystery spots. Go fast or go slow and fire at will. Jordan, you are the Solar Fox. It's the original Space Invaders, where advancing aliens get closer and closer while firing on your laser bases. Fire back using the bases for protection. Every zapped invader scores points, and the most points of all are scored by zapping the saucer. And it's probably significant to note that the Owen Chucks are playing to win a brand new Gravatar game on the true granddaddy of video arcade games, the game that started it all, Space Invaders. Hey, you want to know a secret? There's spies in here, all around us, and they're all driving dark blue cars, and they are vicious. If you don't get them, they're gonna get you. You can bump them off, and they can do it to you, too. Use your weapons, and when you get the chance, drive into the weapons van for a new supply. But be careful out there. There are civilians, and it'd be a shame to take them for one of the spies in Spy Hunter. Starship Enterprise on a Star Trek adventure. Your mission is to seek out and destroy Nomad and his gang of Klingon ships. Defend the starbases and the Enterprise from their continued assault. Keep your eye on the sector scanner to spot the approaching enemy. Then zap them out of the galaxy using your targeting scanner. Dock with starbases for repairs and supplies, but be wary of antimatter saucers. The dangers are many in the game of Star Trek. Darth Vader, in command of the Empire's Death Star, is approaching the rebel planet. All is in confusion, and Princess Leia has called you forward. You must join the rebellion to repel the attack, or all is lost. You cannot waver now. With you at the lead of Princess Leia's rebel force, the galaxy may survive. Use your shield. It will survive multiple hits before it leaves you. Then, trust in the presence of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and remember, the Force will be with you, always. It's you against the UFOs. Only you can save the humanoids. Save 4 at a time. Take them through the Stargate for big points. Blast your way through, or use the smart bombs to destroy all the enemies in sight. Activate the Miso antimatter cloaking device, and you disappear and destroy everything in your path. It's Stargate. You're a bird. No, you're a bird. No, you're a plane. No, Sabrina, you are Super Astro Fighter. Your mild-mannered plane is called upon to defend the Earth from not 1, but 6 aliens, all equally deadly and sinister. Can you do it? Of course, no one beats the Super Astro Fighter, except maybe you, Sabrina. Jeff, if you watch Starcade more often, you know there aren't any snakes in Super Cobra. Helicopters is what we have. It's going to take a lot of skill to pilot your chopper through these space tunnels, avoiding attacking UFOs and missiles, exploding fuel tanks to pick up more gas, and it takes 5 hits to destroy a meteorite. But that's for the big points. It's Super Cobra. Mild-mannered Pac-Man mildly throws rows of fruit and objects and chomps a few monsters to rack up points. Special keys open gates to more fruit, and the super button control gives him an extra burst of super speed. Chomping a super dot, he changes to Super Pac-Man, 10 times his normal size and able to chomp as he pleases, where he pleases, invincible to the monster's pursuit. It's Super Pac-Man. Dive in and paddle your way upstream, avoiding driftwood and curious snapping turtles, scoring points as you go. Gather up the floating fruit for bonus points, but be ready to hold your breath and dive to elude the dangers of the river. Come on in, the water's fine, you're the swimmer. You're in control of the TAC Scan, the fleet commander on a mission in deep space to search out and destroy the evil galactic empire. Lead the squadron on dodging and swerving to avoid incoming fire while you score hits with lasers and missiles. You're on an awesome journey roaring through an unfriendly galaxy on TAC Scan. You're in control of the TAC Scan, the fleet commander on a mission in deep space to search out and destroy the evil galactic empire. Lead the squadron on dodging and swerving to avoid incoming fire while you score hits with lasers and missiles. You're on an awesome journey roaring through an unfriendly galaxy on TAC Scan. You're just a little Tasmanian devil, zapping everything in sight so you can have the game all to yourself. But as time runs out, the walls close in, and defeat could be a crushing experience. But while you can zap and run, and if an escape exit comes, take it for even bigger rewards. You're a little devil, but your mama thinks you're cute. Tempest, with pulsars, spikers, and fuse balls hurtling down dark corridors toward the blaster and destruction. An arcade game for the spacey player furnished by Atari. If you've ever dreamed of a journey through time, get ready, because you're about to become the Time Pilot, racing your sleek jet at Mach speed, encountering a century of flying machines from the 1910 biplane to the UFOs of the future. Rescue parachuting pilots for extra points as you race through time. 100 years will pass before the eyes of the Time Pilot. Journey with me now into a startling new dimension where energy lives and breathes, and the warrior Stark, protector of tyrannical MCP, is our dreaded enemy. We can enter this world by one of 4 routes, and even on entering, we must be on our guard, for the entry path is never the same. We could enter by way of the IO Tower, through the tank maze, directly through Master Control, or in a blinding flash on the light cycle grid. If we secure an area, we can choose another. The adventures are many in this world that is pure energy. It's Tron. You'll feel yourself pulled into a tunnel of doom, where ever-changing colors only add to the confusion and frustration of finding yourself on a hunt for an unknown treasure in an unknown world that makes you feel like you're going nowhere and accomplishing nothing. You're lost in the immensity of a world incomprehensible. It's Tunnel Hunt. And now for the most awesome racing event of the century, the TX1 Raceway Test. Few even qualify for it. 15 qualifying tracks, 8 tracks around the world. Gentlemen, start your engines. The TX1 race is about to begin. It's the good guy against the bad guys in a race with the train carrying the loot. And you're the good guy, of course. It's your job to protect the train, gallop into the battle, use the train for protection, jump on top if the bandit does, but whatever, protect the loot. It's Wild Western. You're in control of the Sovalu, an aircraft with mind-boggling capabilities on a mission to protect Earth from invaders. Search and destroy over 32 different enemy targets on land and in the air. You'll search out the enemy in an ever-changing landscape of forests, oceans, desert, rivers, and landing strips. Encounter forces beyond your imagination like the deadly bacular resistor shields, a flotilla of floating mirrors. It's a battle for the planet Earth in Xevious.
Okay, Herbie, we're right.
Houston, this is Zor. I am alone. All of my comrades have been shot down, but the Federation is not yet defeated. I am here, and I am not afraid. My craft is swift, my aim sure. Well, they give me almost nothing to work with, and I am only one man, but I do my best to keep the animals from wandering the streets. It's not an easy job to rebuild the cage because they are hungry and they keep chomping away at it, and only the net can help. Once they've escaped. Until that net comes, I can only run and jump over them. But all these things give me points. So do the goodies that appear, and only the animals are a danger. And I can spend a moment with my sweet Zelda, if I can reach her without falling or being zonked by a coconut. It's not an easy job being a zookeeper, but somebody's got to do it.